Welcome back to the Global Local Top Tips, and today is something really special: croissants. Some people are terrified of trying to make croissants. I'm going to show you a quick, easy recipe that works perfectly every time. Let's get stuck in. So I've got my metal bowl. I've got 600 grams of baker's flour or strong flour, 1 teaspoon of salt straight in there, 2 teaspoons of a dried yeast, 6 teaspoons of sugar. Just mix that around just to incorporate it all. And I've got 390 mils of milk. So you can warm the milk up just slightly, just to speed up the proofing process. Just slowly add that in. You can do this in a mixer, a KitchenAid, or just need to bring it together. All them little bits at the bottom. And then just into a clean bowl, let it proof at 30 minutes. So I'm going to make a number of different croissants today, two actually. I'm just going to make a plain croissant and the old favourite almond croissant. So for a quick marzipan for the central almond croissant, I'm going to have 2 tablespoons of ground almonds, 1.5 tablespoons of sugar, and about a half teaspoon, maybe 3/4 of a teaspoon of soft butter. And I'm just going to fold that in there, just mix it all in so it becomes smooth. Again, you can do this in a mixer, but for such a small amount, and you only need a small amount, so there's only so much you can fit in a croissant. You could add in some almond extract in here, just to intensify the flavor a little bit. But there you go. It's ready for our croissants. So our dough looks ready. I'm going to take it out of that bowl, a lightly flour surface. I'm just going to give it a quick knead. Bring it into a log shape. Okay. I'm going to cut it in half, and then I'm going to cut 6 pieces from it. Okay, same with this side. Beautiful. I'm just going to let them out on the bench, and I'm just going to let them rest for another 10 or 15 minutes, just to let that gluten relax a little bit. I just even this one up a little bit. Some of these big ones. Just let them relax 10-15 minutes and then we'll roll them out. So here we are, we'll start rolling it out. So a lightly flour rolling pin. So what we're trying to do is we're kind of create the layers that you would find traditionally in a croissant. But we're just trying to do it in a way that's a little bit quicker. Roll it out pretty thin, and then what we're going to do is going to get our butter. Basically butter. Each layer. Okay. We keep going till they're all rolled out, and then we put it together. Alright, so as you can see, I've got them all rolled out here. Now I'm just going to layer it up. So my butter, I'm not going to spare the butter. You should know by now I love it. Next one on top, I'm just going to stretch it out. Make that one. Layer butter. One on top, stretch it out. While you're rolling the pastry out, if you find that it's fighting against you, meaning when you roll it, it rolls but it stretches back to its original position, it means it needs to rest a little bit more. So if you're rolling it out, or when you're rolling it out, you find that it's not playing ball with you, just let it rest for another 15-20 minutes. And that will help. It should be relatively easy to roll it all out. Careful not to rip the pastry, make sure the butter is soft enough to do its job. So just layer them all up, and then we'll get to the next step. So, all my layers are done. I've put that top piece on, I've stretched that, but I haven't put butter on it. You don't want butter on the top. Onto the tray, greaseproof paper, and I'm just going to cling wrap over it. Just loosely, doesn't have to be completely sealed. And I'm going to put it in the freezer, not the fridge, the freezer for 30 minutes. Alright, so we've just taken our dough out of the freezer, so just lift it onto a lightly floured surface. Flour the top. Just want to press it out. I just want to roll it again, it shouldn't fight you here, it shouldn't spring back. If it does, I'm going to freeze it for another in the fridge. Another 5 or 10 minutes. See all that butter through there. Beautiful. Keep going. The next time you buy a croissant, you might have a little bit more appreciation for that work that goes into them, because it is one of the more time-consuming pastries, and it's definitely worth it. So it's important to see that the thickness of it is the same all the way around. So now we're going to cut it up. Here. Let's just arrange these. Pure view of what we're doing. Perfect. Okay, to start rolling them. Put a little slit inside there. Stretch that. And nice tight roll. Turn it around. Stretch this end bit out a little bit. Roll it up. So it's very important that this little tail piece is on the bottom, and then squeeze it in. And so by this turning action, by folding in the ends like that, you're actually creating more layers, which is exactly what you want. So again, slit there, stretch it out. All the way up, tails on the bottom, and then just roll these little pieces in. Beautiful. Perfect. Now let's get on to the almond. Okay, so on to our almond now. This is my favorite one. Just stretch out the base a little bit. Just grab a little bit of that. Just make a little log out of it. Put it in there, nice and tight. Just roll it up, turn it around, stretching it out again. Bring it in. Don't need to pinch the ends with the almond ones. So with the almonds, just gonna get your brush, just with a little bit of egg wash, just gently brush them down. What we want to do, we've just got some slivered almonds here, and we're just going to press them on the top. Little stick on there. Not too many, it's just really for decoration. They'll roast up beautifully in the oven when we get them in there. Beautiful. Set them aside. We're going to let them prove just for about 30 minutes. Here quickly. So there's a number of different things you can put in here. You can put in cheese, you can put in chocolate. So many different things you can do with this croissant pastry. Beautiful. Again, with our plain croissants, you need to give them a little bit of room to prove up. Then just going to brush these lightly with egg wash. let these brew for 20 to 30 minutes as well. It's a nice warm place. I'd place mine on top of the oven, but just in your kitchen bench at home or just on your table. Beautiful. Let's take it from there. So our croissants are ready. They've proved up nicely. They've been proven now for about 25-30 minutes. And we're going to put them into a preheated oven, 200 Celsius for 15 to 20 minutes. So here we are, our finished croissants, looking beautiful. Such an easy recipe, just a little bit more time, but definitely worth it. Well, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed. That was the croissant, the easy croissant recipe. Look, a little bit more time, but it's definitely worth it at the end. The results are always perfect with this one. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon.